Are you aging? Do you think anybody will notice? I have to tell you, when I first started showing signs of aging, everybody noticed. Everybody noticed long before I even noticed. And people were very encouraging, but not in the way I had hoped. People encouraged me to think about those things I couldn't do anymore. People encouraged me to consider that there might be other things that I couldn't do anymore that were coming up with time. I was encouraged to believe that I might be in physical decline, possibly mental decline as well, and going downhill. I hope you're a lot quicker than I was to question all that silly stuff. These are things that may or may not be true. And there's nothing really inherently difficult about age, even though you're told over and over that there is. If you do decline at all, I mean, who's to say that it can't be more than made up for by the wisdom that comes with your aging? Remember that? The wisdom of age, the wisdom that comes with years of experience. So say my arthritic feet are a sign of decline. Who's to say I can't more than make up for that problem with the wisdom of my years? And I'm here to tell you, the wisdom of age still does exist, even though we don't hear about it too much. And we still have it. And it's very useful, by the way. So actually, age becomes a time when you can most easily access your inner magic. You can most easily find your inner genius and make life better. You have more access to emotional intelligence than you ever did. It's very easy to learn heart energy and coherent energy and emotional intelligence. You're already starting to connect more regularly and more fully with the rest of the world. For many of us, the world has become a much friendlier place, and we feel much more connected to all of it. You're very likely to have access to your intuition and know something about your intuition from having used it at work or in your daily activities or with your family or the people you love. Chances are very high that you use intuition all the time, so learning how to use it deliberately is a piece of cake. Of course, you're also more open-minded than ever before because you've seen a lot. So you're more likely to accept different ideas, accept different notions of what your intelligence may be like, accept different notions of how the world works to create reality, that sort of thing. And yet, most of us who are mature also have some skepticism that keeps us sensible. Of course, you could be more skeptical than ever, and you could be more black and white than you've ever been in your life, and you could think I'm speaking a bunch of nonsense. If so, just scroll on. It's okay. It's okay. But chances are pretty good you have a healthy open-mindedness that will allow you to learn new techniques, that'll allow you to access your inner genius and create something new that you really like. Among other things, I have worked as an intuitive and a spiritual coach. And as such, I have helped a lot of people learn to use their intuition to get in touch with things that matter to their spirit and make decisions that are important to them and that serve their unique path in life. I've been teaching people to use their intuition, and I haven't found a soul who can't do it. And you know, I'm a senior citizen by most standards also. So I know something important that most people have been trained not to see. And what that is that you're here for a reason. If you don't know what that reason is, we can find out together. There are processes for doing that. And you probably do know, or at least know something about it. If you're like me and you've tried to avoid your life calling, it's probably ringing your doorbell when you're trying to watch videos. You may be ready to heed the call of your own unique path, your own unique purpose in life. And you may be ready to have some real fun creating a life you love. Because following that path is going to create a life you love. Allow me to suggest that finding your own unique and special genius is often a really subtly delightful experience which makes you powerful and difficult to control. Age has some other qualities that are really very kind to your creativity if you choose to create a life that you love. For one thing, you stop caring what other people think. You follow your very, very own dreams. You also perhaps are a bit bored with people's prescriptions for how you should live, what you should buy, things you ought to want. Take them very lightly. You also get really sick of your baggage. You get really sick of your subconscious woundings and are willing to operate from a higher place, from a higher state of mind, so that you don't have to trip over those bags. And you could create something a little loftier, a little more magical, and a little more important to your soul. And it could be that you just suddenly find yourself aging backwards. You're like the indigenous Heyoka, the contrarian, the magic one. And the community know that the Heyoka is magic because that person does age backwards, among other things. Who knows? You might shift the energy of the planet. If you're interested, check out my website. Make an appointment. Let's have a chat.